Moving on from finance though, missing out on things, and this applies to for each other as well. So, we missed out on birthdays and Christmas, Valentine's Day, anniversaries. We've missed out on all of it along the way. One of them anytime. I mean, we were quite lucky with some of it. You know, where it was like you moved here literally a couple of days after.
Yeah. Just before.
Just before.
Yeah, it was the beginning of June, just before our birthdays.
Yeah, so that was nice, but all before that, it's really like, because you make time for each other, speak to each other on your birthday, because that's the person you really want to be spending your time with, and it's not only that I want to spend my time with you on my birthday, but I want to spend my time with you on your birthday, knowing that the other person wants to.
Yeah.
But you miss out on things like that, or Christmas days.
That was really hard.
Awkward. Really, really awkward.
Yeah. Because obviously it's not just the you during Christmas, it's not, because you're with your family, usually. So it's usually like you're doing things with your family, but you also want to Skype. And then there's kind of trying to do that with my loud American family.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't really work because they are loud and, you know, love them, but they're a lot louder than we are.
Yeah. Believe it or not. We're reasonably both introverted people.
Yeah.
But we're introverted together, which works.
It does work.
But yeah, it's things like that where you do have to make that time to speak to people that you wouldn't necessarily normally do, like the Skyping with family, and we obviously at the moment have a shitty internet connection still, and it drops out sometimes when Kim's speaking to her family. So you know she is missing out on that, missing out on speaking to her family as often as she'd like. I'm really bad at speaking to my family anyway, so it doesn't make a difference to me. I shouldn't be. But yeah, I would say that the not being able to spend time doing things, like you said earlier, that you gave up time with seeing your friends.
I would always feel really guilty about doing things, like going out with my friends or, you know, just doing things with them, because it was always at that time where Joe and I would talk. So I felt like, well, Joe and I should talk because it's the only time we get to talk. But at the same time, I felt like a really bad friend because I was constantly telling my best friend, oh, I'm going to talk to Joe, when it feels like that's always an excuse. It wasn't that I didn't want to spend time with her because she's my best friend. I love her to death. She's what's kept me sane most of my life. But yeah, it was kind of that choosing which to do, and I always felt really guilty no matter what I did. There was a lot of guilt.
Well, yeah, and that goes both ways. That, I mean, there are times where I'd have to go and socialise with my friends to keep me sane as well. And my friends live all over the place. I've got one friend who lives in Bristol, Alex Fry, and he's difficult to pin down and get hold of and spend time with. But when you do, you go for it and you go. And if it happens to be that it's like, oh, actually, it's going to be 2 nights that you're going to be there, it's okay, right, well, roll with it, because you don't know when you're going to see them again. And at the same time, you've got this wonderful guilt of, I could be talking to you know, the love of my life, but I can't, because you can't do everything all at the same time.
Yeah.
And sending an email saying, hey, just been out, it's been great, you know, it's kind of rubbing salt in the wound. But that happens. And you know, you have to be understanding that you both want to do nice things together, or on your own, individually, with your friends.
It's that where you're in a relationship and living with someone, and you know you do things separately, and you have that time to be separate, but it's okay because you're living together and you'll still see them.
Yeah.
But
still the first and last person that you see every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the exception of Clive. He's just chilling out there. But yeah, I mean, I can't really think of anything else and any other real things that we've struggled with. What about you?
I think those those were the main things. Clive. Clive was actually, when Joe first got him, Clive was a really big hindrance on us talking because he was so loud. He would just meow all the time.
Yeah.
And
this guy is very little butthole.
I don't know if it's because he thought Joe was maybe talking to him and they talk to each other all the time.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Clive answers. He meows back. But yeah, Clive would just meow and we couldn't hear each other talking, so it was like, what, the first month or so
Yeah.
that Joe had Clive, that we didn't talk that much because we couldn't hear each other.
Yeah. We'll have to mute it. And
yeah,
then type.
And that's terrible.
It is awful.
Terrible.
It's awful. But yeah. No, Bruce, that's pretty much it. Yeah, all the problems we had at the beginning, but obviously now they're over.
Yeah, it was worth the struggle. It was definitely worth the struggle.
That's good news. It's good news. Good news you think that, yeah. Good job.
Yeah.
I'm going to agree that you grow. You definitely grow as a person from doing these types of things and having these experiences. And whilst it's not for everyone, and you do stand a chance of going absolutely insane, if you make it through it, your relationship is solid. Definitely we're gonna hopefully have many years of marriage, happy marriage.
That's a bit forced looking.
It will be happy. But yeah, I'm sure we will, and I've got no real concerns with that. But again, the things that we carry on working on is always our communication, talking to each other, because there are times when, but previously we'd just close the lid on the computer, but now you can't. You kind of you're next to each other, so you've got to talk. But yeah, that's it. Is that from you?
Yeah, I think that's about it.
That's all from Kim. It's all from me. Thanks for watching. Hope you found it interesting. And once again, guys, give us a thumbs up if you like this kind of stuff. And we can, more than happy to talk about it. Talk about other aspects of our lives.
Yeah, leave us a comment. If you're in a long distance relationship, let us know. Tell us what you find difficult, or what works for you. What do you do? Or if you're really struggling, if you want some information, ask us.
Remember, you can always drop us a message if you don't want to leave a comment. If you're worried about that type of thing, more than happy to give any advice out. Just don't necessarily follow it. We can give you information about what we did, but it isn't necessarily what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really good little disclaimer.
Good disclaimer.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.